went to a funeral this past weekend. This person died suddenly. I last saw him a few months ago. And of course, he was alive, walking around. And now, where is he? It's hard to wrap your mind around. And I feel like the mind is not built, the conceptual mind is not built to understand these things. It's like a koan. Here today, gone tomorrow. How surprising, how thin life is. I don't know how else to describe it. Thin. When you're in it, in the thoughts, in mind identification, it feels so deep, so complex, so many ins and outs. But when you're not in mind identification, life just doesn't feel as substantive at all. It feels thin. Later that day, we visited a person who's very sick, and he'd almost died a few times. One time his pulse rate went down very low, 12 beats per second, and he was going. And he described the feeling of it being very light, drifting, very light and drifting off. Life like a wisp. There's a huge contrast between how you view life when you're in the thick of it and when you're at the edge of it. Maybe you could see what it is better when you're at the edge.